come to this. I should go. Can I go now? Can I go now? Okay, I'm gonna just pretend none of that happened. I'm gonna ask you all a favor, delete all of that. And we'll pretend that never happened. And we'll all ride off into the sunset in my Chevy Impala. Oh, I have 5 more minutes? Can I open another box? Good, let's go see what Miley Cyrus has to offer. I assumed it would be something supernatural related. Silly me. What? Another one? Yeah, I'm opening another one. Not this one? What's wrong with this one? What is it, one of those magic wands? What do they call those? I can open this one? If I open this thing, oh, shoot. Oh, really? Is this? Magic wand? Ay, ay, ay. This is saying that I am to give a lesson in courtship. Thank God it's not Dumbledore. From the hit movie Hitch. Yeah, no, this isn't happening. What did you expect from this? Am I supposed to read this with somebody? Really? If I want to? I didn't want to put that thing on. I did that. Dance, monkey, dance! Next question? I'm gonna say you've never looked so manly.
I feel totally powerless up here without a microphone. Very vulnerable. Do you guys have another microphone? Hi. Hi, guys. Thank you.
So they would like us to, I don't want to say this. So, I just spent maybe 10 or 15 minutes squashing the entire Dean and Cass situation. So they'd like us to make out now. Really?
I'm always trying to get Jensen to do sort of erotic scenes with me while we're shooting. And he never does. This is the only place that it ever works out. This is Hitch? How did this happen?
I don't know. I'd rather read your resume and bio from 1998.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Okay. So, all right. These are two script. We don't need these. We don't need these.
We don't?
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this because we're, you know.
Because we're professionals.
Oh wait, I have a question for you, Misha.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your question.
In your opinion,
Yeah.
why
Yes.
do we prank you?
I actually honestly think that it's because you're afraid of me. Does that resonate with you as true?
Does that help you?
Yeah. Why do you think that you prank me? I know it's not because it's funny or satisfying.
I said we feel comfortable enough to prank you as maliciously as we do because we like you the best.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really sweet. My grandmother used to hit me and say, I do it because I love you.
Well, she sounds like a really awesome lady.
She was great. Yeah, that's a really weak excuse.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. You know, here's the problem with this scene. I don't remember it at all. Do you know what this is referencing?
No. We're just gonna read this. Cold
Okay.
read. It's called a cold read in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to be?
I want to be Hitch.
Of course you do.
I had a really...
Racist.
It's true. I always get the black rolls.
Okay.
Hey, I had a really nice time last night,
I
Albert.
had a great time too, Allegra, with a beard.
Hold on, I'm not understanding things here.
What's up?
I don't know, I'm just not feeling it.
What do you mean?
I'm just not
90.
I'm just not feeling like you want it. Look, I mean, I'm Allegra Cole, the woman of your dreams. Why did I pick the woman again? Damn it! The woman whose green eyes are limpid pools of desire. Now show me the magic, Albert. Show me the... Guys, we were in the middle of making out.
Middle
Don't
of a
screw this
scene.
up.
Middle of a scene, Brett Ratner.
What the hell was that?
I'm showing you the magic.
No, I said come 90, and then I'll come 10. You don't go the whole 100. My mouth was open, Albert. You over-eager son of a bitch!
I mean, other than that, how was it?
Some stage directions here. Bear with us.
Yeah, right there.
This is the
You're
same...
posing as a girl again.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to get what this scene is about now.
Yeah.
Hey. I had a really nice time tonight, Albert.
I had a great time too, Allegra, with a beard.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, I'm not feeling it.
What do you mean? Oh, this is the same scene.
I know, I'm confused.
Oh, this is 3 copies of the exact same page. Why were we sharing a page?
We just got tricked into doing the scene twice.
Yes, we did.
Now I understand why they started playing the music, because they knew that the scene was over and we didn't.
We didn't.
That would have been much better if we had separated the pages.
It probably would have, because then you could have stood over there and I could have stood over here, and I could have come 90 and you could have come 10, and the whole thing would have really made sense.
We needed to rehearse that, I think.
Unfortunately, this is why we're in television and not film.
That's right. And why we're not allowed on stage.
This
as
is
a
true.
general rule.
Yes, as it was.
That was
terribly
terrible.
uncomfortable.
Terrible.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
That was awkward. It was weird.
He slipped me the tongue, by the way. I just wanna.
I did, as I do.
It's weird.
As I do, generally. It's a rule of thumb. Or tongue. Don't print that.
Don't.
I think I'm actually supposed to leave at this point.
Can I ask you a question?
And now I'm just kind of in an awkward position.
You've had kissing scenes.
I've had kissing scenes before.
in television.
I have.
Yes.
I was on a soap opera.
Oh yeah.
That's all I did.
So there are attractive women that you're having kissing scenes with. Do you do they slip you the tongue? Do you slip them the tongue? Where?
You know, that's kind of an interesting situation when it comes to the kissing on screen thing.
It's true.
There was a woman, actress, recently, of which I had to kiss on screen. And in rehearsal, we got to the point where we were supposed to lip lock. And she just kind of backed up, she goes, as a rule, no tongue. And I go, duh. And it is kind of it's a bit of a known thing with actors that you just, you know, you can make it look like but you just kind of keep the tongue in your mouth, and that's relative. Are there any children in the audience today?
Nah.
Okay. And then after about take 2 or 3, boom, in with the tongue she comes.
Really? And here's the thing, when that happens, you have no choice but to try to defend yourself.
So it's like, It's like a mouth game of capture the flag at this point. I mean, you don't really know.
Yeah.
And
so when I first got to LA, I didn't know that rule. And I got cast in this movie, this independent movie, and they were doing a chemistry read with my character. So I had been cast, and then they bring in all the girls who were going to potentially play my girlfriend, and they have us read together in front of the director.
So uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
It's a very weird,
it's very uncomfortable.
Very weird thing.
Chemistry reads are just very uncomfortable in general.
It's awkward, and it's like a first date, but you don't have any time to warm up at all.
And you're doing it with an audience of executives in suits
People
who can give a crap.
watching you. And so anyway, one of the scenes we were doing was a kissing scene, and all of these women that they came in for the audition, they were beautiful. And so I was like, sweet, I'm gonna make out with all of them. And I did. And I didn't know the tongue rule. It was terrible for them. It was terrible for them. It was nice for me, but it was a little awkward. Yeah.
There was a, anybody remember Dark Angel?
Yeah.
There was an episode on that show where my character was in a very elaborate strip club, I guess, with the fish tank with the woman in it. You remember this one? Okay. And Jessica's character comes up and sits on my lap and is like twirling my hair and doing that whole thing. Well, when I walked into that particular scene, one of the ladies of the club comes up and is like, hey, I've missed you, and licks my face. Do you guys remember this at all? Yes. Okay. They auditioned that part on the day.
You mean they had a line of women come in and lick your face?
All of the background, which they hired from a local club. So they were actual strippers, entertainers, as it were. The director thought it would be fun to just have that happen as some thing. And he's like, hey, I need you to come with me for a second. I'm like, okay. He walks me into this room while they're setting up this big giant shot. And he's like, so this is the situation. And when you walk in, I want one of the girls to come up and you know, give you a hi, how you doing kind of thing. I'm like, oh, all right. And he's like, so we have them all waiting outside. And scantily clad women, 15 of them lined up. And he's like, okay, bring in the first one. And she walks in, I'm talking high heels, short dress, you know, the whole. And he goes, okay, I need you to walk up to him and pretend he is your #1 client. and give him a nice greeting.
So you're how old at this point?
I'm probably 22, 23 years old.
And had your parents told you that when you grew up, you were going to get to go to Los Angeles and be paid to have strippers give you lap dances, you would have been like, this sounds like a good career move.
Nah, I think I'll go to college. So that's what, one after the other. And it got to the point where he wasn't quite getting the reaction or the performance that he was hoping for, so he was upping the ante, and he was like, hey, why don't you grab him? And
He wasn't getting the performance from you?
probably because
You
I
were
was
failing
like,
to
I was
perform?
shocked. Yeah, I was like, yeah, so that was, they don't really teach that in acting school, do they?
It's not a big part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's all
So
sorts
anyway,
of stuff you have to
moral of
learn
the story, no tongue, unless provoked.
Yeah.
And then defend yourself. That's all you can do. Is really just simply put a
Yeah.
defense in. And
There is a
do I need to
fine-
leave? I need to leave. I've got to go. I'm sorry.
He's got the hook.
I don't appreciate standing on stage with him longer than I have to. So I'm going to go. I love you all. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, buddy. Well, good luck.